Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you exactly how we're getting high quality leads for mortgage brokers using TikTok ads. At the moment we're getting pre-qualified leads for less than $3 each, and I'm going to be showing you exactly what we're doing to get these results. So if you're a mortgage broker and you're not currently using TikTok ads, you're leaving a massive opportunity on the table, and I'm about to show you why that is. Okay, so I've just hopped onto my computer and I'm about to show you the exact framework and the exact ad strategies that we use to get cheap quality leads on TikTok ads, especially for mortgage brokers. So I'll just go ahead and I'll minimize the camera here so you can actually see the presentation that I've pulled up for you. Now, I'm going to go through this very quickly, but I'm essentially going to be showing you what ads to set up, how to optimize them so you actually get cheap leads, and I'll even show you the actual ad account that we're running the ads from. So the campaign that I've got put up here, in my TikTok ad account, is a campaign for a broker that I'm working with who's in Florida in the US at the moment. But essentially, we've spent $81 here US for him, and we've generated 31 leads for him. And as you can see here, our average CPA is $2.63, right? This is just our cost per acquisition, essentially our lead cost. So for every $2.63 that we're spending, we're actually getting a lead from TikTok. Now, I'll just scroll down here so you can actually see when the campaign actually got created and when it started spending. So at the very bottom here, you'll see that we actually started spending for this particular campaign on the 7th of August, which is just over a week ago. And we actually stopped running the ads on the 13th because we were getting way too many leads, right? But yes, essentially, this is one of the campaigns we're managing for one of the brokers. And as you can see, it's going quite well. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be showing you the exact ad strategy that we're following so you can actually replicate these results for yourself, so you can generate leads, close more deals, and actually grow your mortgage business as well. So I'll just go ahead and I'll jump back to the presentation here, and I'll just go ahead and start from slide number 1. Okay, so I will just move the camera over here. Perfect. And onto slide number 2. So slide number 2 here was a separate case study that I included in the presentation, but essentially we spent $35 on TikTok ads to get 13 leads at the time, which converted into 9 booked appointments because we had some automations in place with our CRM connected for the broker as well. And those 9 booked appointments actually converted into 3 pre-approves as well. So that was actually a pretty good campaign. Now, if I quickly zoom in here, you'll see that the lead quality actually wasn't too bad as well. Most of these people were actually renting, and the average credit score here was above 620. And most of these people actually had, household income, which wasn't too bad either. Okay. And most of them actually had a down payment saved. So if you're not currently running TikTok ads, you're leaving a lot of money on the table because you'll be able to get cheap leads. And, depending on the types of videos that you're putting out, you can actually attract really decent quality leads as well. So I'll just quickly zoom back in here and we can jump onto the following slide, right? So I'll just skip through this, I'll skip through that, and I'll actually show you the ad strategy, okay? So this is the ad strategy. So week number 1, all we're trying to do is we're trying to test and figure out your most profitable angle to go for, right? So you could test 3 angles, and this is exactly what we do. And from these 3 angles, you're trying to figure out which one of these is going to get you the lowest cost per lead, right? With the highest quality as well, of course. So you could have one campaign with these 3 angles. Angle number 1 could be a general video because, with TikTok, you want to focus on your creatives, i.e. videos. So the home buyers angle is a general video just calling out people in the area saying, are you looking to purchase a property? You touch on some pain points, some benefits as well, and tie everything back in. Now, as for angle number 2, you could have a video specifically for first responders, right? If you do have, special programs, special schemes, or special grants for people that, are first line responders, like they do in the US, you can have an angle specifically for that, right? And for angle number 3 here, we were testing people that were self-employed because at the time there was actually a home buying program for people that were self-employed. So we ran these 3 angles, and I'll just repeat that one more time. The goal here was to figure out which one of these angles was going to get us the lowest cost per lead and the best performance. Okay. And that's all we were doing in week number 1, just gathering data to essentially figure out which angle was going to be the best performing one. Excuse me. Okay, cool. So once you launch these ads in week number 1, once you let them run for about a week, you should actually have enough data to work with so you can actually optimize your ads and reduce your cost per lead. So in week number 2, your campaigns should look something a little bit like this, right? So you've let the ads run and they've accumulated some spend. So from here, you'll be able to tell, okay, the self-employed angle here didn't do too well. The average cost per lead here is quite high. right, for both our ads here. One of the ads had a $25 CPL, cost per lead, or CPA, whichever one you want to say. So we could actually turn that off right away, right? Ad number two here had an average cost per lead of $33, so we'd actually turn that off as well. But you might find that the veterans angle or the first line responders angle could perform well. So in this case, one of our two ads here did okay. Our cost per lead here was $18, so we could actually keep this one running. But the second ad had a cost per lead of $22, so we actually turned that off as well, right? And you might actually get lucky and find that, okay, the general angle is the best performing one overall. In this case, in week number two, the average cost per lead for the first ad was $12. So we'll definitely keep that running. And the average cost per lead for the second ad was $15, right? And essentially, this is all you're doing in week number two. You're trying to see which ads are getting you, decent performance, so you can actually start to optimize them and reduce your average cost per lead and turn anything else off that's not performing, from the get-go. So essentially, before you start optimizing your ads and you've just collected data and you're just turning things on and off, you might see that your average cost per lead across the whole campaign could be around the $20 mark, right? But after making a few adjustments, doubling down on what's working, changing your messages in the videos, you can actually start to reduce your average cost per lead, right? So in week number two, you can actually drop it down to $15 per lead, down to 10, and even less than 10 like we did, right? After week two or week three, unless you already know what you're doing from the get-go, and you can essentially get those types of results in week number one. But essentially, yes, this is a very quick, very simplified overview of the process that works, and it is very, very effective. Now, getting cheap leads is only one part of the equation, right? You're going to have to be able to actually convert those leads into, booked appointments and then into pre-approvals, right? Because anyone can generate leads. And the best way to do that, to actually convert those leads into booked appointments and pre-approvals, is by having an automated nurture system, right? So we use Go High Level because the last thing you want to do here is to manually follow up with all these leads, right? You want to send out automated texts and emails to actually prompt people to book in an appointment with you first, right? So you can actually focus your time and energy on people that have already taken that action to indicate that they're really serious about actually purchasing a property, right? Or getting a mortgage. So make sure that you have a proper CRM in place and you have proper messaging sequences, making sure you have proper flows and drips in place will actually help save you a lot of time as well. Now, I won't spend too much time on this, on CRMs and nurture systems. If you have any questions, just drop a comment below or just, shoot me a message and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Now, something really important when it comes to TikTok is having the right video creatives. So option number one is that you can actually make the video by yourself. And this is more if you're confident being in front of a camera, you don't mind recording yourself, then this is definitely the best and the cheapest option. But there are people who aren't that comfortable being in front of a camera. This is all too new and it's embarrassing for them. If you're that person, that's fine. You can definitely leverage a content creator to make this video for you. You can leverage, friends and family if you do want to minimize costs. But if you don't mind, then you can definitely hire or outsource an influencer or a professional content creator to make this video for you. And I do want to stress that these videos need to be as basic as possible because TikTok is a platform for native content, right? So you'll find that basic videos work really, really well, even organically with the algorithm compared to, high production, high quality videos, because people just want to see genuine videos of someone standing in front of a camera and sharing something insightful. So if you're scared to make these videos, please keep in mind that, the simpler, usually the better, okay? And something important to note as well before I, finish up is that you don't want to just make a random video, okay? So you actually want to, as I spoke about before, make sure you have a script in place depending on what angle you're actually trying to go for, right? So if we're going for the general home buyers, of course, have a general video, but make sure you actually touch on pain points that group of people actually experience, right? And then how you're going to help those people, okay? Same thing with the veterans, touch on their pain points and then, talk about the special program you have in place and how that can help them as well, okay? And obviously the same thing goes for the these people that are self-employed. So pain points, benefits, and, just tie it all together. Now, I don't want this video to be way too long because I do want to respect your time. And this is my first video on YouTube. But if you made it this far, I just want to say a very, very big thank you. I hope you found the content, helpful and useful. And I hope you do actually try this out for yourselves to actually get cheap leads so you can actually grow your mortgage business as well. So thank you very much for your time. If you can, please do make sure you like the video, drop the comment if you have any questions and make sure you subscribe because I've got more videos coming out and I really, really want to help as many people as possible.
So once again, guys, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the year as well. Thank you and goodbye.